Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Lionsgate portal. Linda, hi, sweetheart. All right, hold on, there's more people coming. Bryce, Carol. Okay. Hello. Good morning, Priyanka. Hi, Paula. Hi, Rosemary.
Hey,
Hi,
good morning.
Bryce. Hi, Carol. Good morning. So we had 30 people sign up for this event, so I'm sure we're going to be expecting a few more. But I welcome you all to one of the most incredible, magical, manifesting days of the year. This is the 888 Lionsgate portal. Now, normally it's known as the 88 portal, but one of the reasons why this one is known as the 88 portal is we're in an 8 year. So if you take 2024 and you add all the numbers together, you get an 8. So it's August 8th, 2024, which makes it an 888 portal. And welcome to James and Shilamita. Oh my God, Shilamita is one of my best friends. Babe, I'm so happy to have you here. We met several years ago in an online community with a woman who has been a mentor to us over the years, and Shilamita is a master manifester. She's incredible and she's just delicious, and I love her. She lives in New Jersey and I'm in New York, so we get to visit and play together. So I welcome you all for being here. I'm just gonna keep chatting, and I know that we've got people coming in along the way. Some are on camera and some are not. So the 8-8 portal is a huge portal for manifestation. And what this means is you want to be really, really diligent about the things that you are thinking, the things that you are saying, and the ways that you are acting. You've got to understand that everybody was given free will. And people are like, oh, I want this and oh, I want that. We weren't given free want. We were given free will. You will into existence everything in your life based on your consciousness, based on your thinking. There's a man named James Allen who wrote a book called As a Man Thinketh. And in this book, and in the Bible, and in so many, spiritual pieces of literature and psychological pieces of literature, and you must understand that every thought that we think leads to a manifestation. And Yeshua ben Joseph, said to me, if you truly understood the power of manifestation and the power of your mind, you would never think a negative thought. Because based on our fears, we think ourselves into these negative situations. So one of the things that today's portal allows you to do is to create one of the things that today's portal will allow you to do is to begin to create the next 6 months of your life. Know but ask Cat. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting a quick question. I just had to give a quick answer to. So one of the people, hi Raymond, welcome. Hi Samaya. Hi Elena, welcome my darlings. One of the people I want to introduce you to really briefly is Priyanka. Priyanka is I call her my chief operating officer. She has been with me. We're coming up on our 4-year anniversary, actually this month, of where we met and connected. And she helps me run everything here. So she's just asking a quick question. Do you need the link? No. Okay, she's good. All right. So manifestation. 8s represent incredible wealth. And I'm an 8. I'm born on the 8th. My Enneagram is an 8. I am an 8 on the life path. You add the month, the day, and the year of your birthday together, and it gives you a number. It gives you like a 2-digit number and then a 1-digit number. And I'm a 26-8. So manifestation is always something that's been remarkably easy for me. And the thing that I heard my mentor, Melanie, who I mentioned earlier, that Shalmita and I know each other from her community, Melanie said, God writes the paycheck. Based on the level of service that you are to humanity, there is a paycheck that is written. And for me, one of the greatest freedoms that I had around manifestation was when I learned that I had been so focused on fear of, what if I manifest this thing and then I lose it, or what if it doesn't come? when I finally let go of that and I just decided that I was free, something shifted inside of me, and manifestation has been so amazing, like crazy, crazy amazing. If I told you the stories, you wouldn't believe it. Like ridiculous, ridiculous. So, what you need to do is take a look at your life, at where it is that you do not feel free, where it is that you limit yourself with your fears, with your thinking of scarcity. And a lot of these, while they may be conscious, we have many that are subconscious, and then we have many that are unconscious. And I'm going to take us into a meditation in just a few minutes that's going to take you into the portals of your mind for you to be able to take a look at where it is that you have limited yourself, where it is that you live within a realm of fears and of limitations that you place upon yourself. When I was very young, this is probably 1987, so I was like 26 years old. That's so funny. I'm 62, so it was the opposite. When I was 26 years old, I was working for a man, and I was in charge of so many people signing up for a day for a course that was called the 6 Day. And he said to me, Mark, my manager, he said to me, "How many enrollments are you going to have this week?" Now, you were lucky if you had one or two a month. And I looked into the future and I said, 8. And he's like, "That's ridiculous. You're not going to do that." And I said, "No, Mark, I'm going to have 8." And what I did was I literally walked into the future where the 8 existed. And then I turned around and I pulled the present to that future. And as God is my witness, that week I had 8. And he's like, "How did you do that?" And I said, "I stepped into the future where that already existed." And many of us have heard of this in the laws of manifestation. You think about the reality of what it is that you want, and you project yourself there. You live inside of that reality. And that's what I've been doing. So there was a certain level of income that I've had in my business. And someone said to me, "I see you doing 10 times that." And I was like, "Really?" And I was like, what would it be like to do 10 times that? And then it started happening. And it's been crazy, 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 crazy. And then I met with somebody else, and she's like, "Well, I see you doing double of that." And I'm like, "Well, okay, so what would 200 times that look like?" And then all of a sudden, the people showed up. Classes that normally had 5 people suddenly have 20. Events that we thought were going to be smaller suddenly have blown up and have become bigger. And what I've done is I've completely surrendered. And I'm like, "God, heal my heart, heal my mind, heal my body. Pray, bless my family, bless my life, bless the people that I work with, bless my friends, bless everybody in my life." And everyone in my life is upgrading. Like it's in my prayers. My prayers are, and our prayers are so powerful because our prayers are us using intentionality and free will to manifest things. Does this make sense to everybody? Everybody and by the way, if you're here, I know that you're here because you know that I'm a channel, I'm a psychic, and I'm a medium, and I channel Jesus, I channel Mary Magdalene. And just recently, there's this remarkable being, and her name is Mother Maya, and I channeled her for the next time. And I've been channeling for 7 years now. And I've been doing this kind of spiritual work since I was 11, but really doing it as an occupation since 1989. But I got to tell you, I've channeled some extraordinary beings, but this woman, this consciousness of Mother Maya, she is one of the original architects. She said to me, or through me, she said, "I birthed Sophia and I birthed the complex that you know as God." And I was like, "Oh my God." So right now we're in this huge shift in consciousness where the divine feminine is coming back into power. And I know that you've all seen this in so many different ways in your lives. Wait, I just looked down at some of these 18 people. Let me say hi. Laura Lee, Nina. Hi, Terry. Hi, Lori. Hi, Simone. Joyce. Oh, love that you are all here. Thank you so much for joining. So here's what I recommend, and this is what I do. Make a list of all. So Jesus said to me that he mastered time and he mastered space. And I said to him, "How'd you do that?" And he said, "With time, what I did was I went into the past and I looked at all of my fears and all of the things I had shame about and all the things I had guilt about and all the things that I was afraid was going to manifest again because I'd experienced in the past." He said, "I made a list of all of that and I forgave it." So make a list of everything from the past. If there are promises that you made and you broke them, forgive yourself for it. Things you said you'd do and you didn't do, forgive yourself for it. Things you said you'd never do and you did it, forgive yourself for it. Get rid of the guilt, get rid of the shame, let go of everything from the past. Then the fear that you have of the future. Oh my God, if I have this thing, what if I lose it? What if it never happens? Allow yourself to release all of that. He said, then what happened was he just became fully present. And that's how he mastered time. And I said, well, how did you master space? And he said, I got rid of everything. It's like decluttering. He said, I got rid of everything that I had an attachment to. When he and the apostles walked, they didn't walk with anything but a consciousness and a faith that everything was going to be provided for them. So much of this is faith. I have a niece. My whole family, of course, thinks I'm a little off the deep end, but my mom believes me, so that's a plus. But my niece comes in and she goes, I know you can heal me with your crystal. And I'm like, all right. So pull out my crystal. She has this little pain in her back. And I'm like, it's 10:10. I love that. Pull out the crystal. I do some energy work on her back because I use pranic healing. And she's like, oh my God, Aunt Lynn, my back doesn't hurt anymore. So she came over last night and she goes, okay, my neck hurts. And I'm like, all right. I'm in a workshop this weekend to do more training and I'm going to use my guinea pig. And she's like, thank you so much. If we knew the power of our minds, I'm telling you, there is nothing that you cannot manifest. So here's the high realms and here's us down here, right? And we say that there is something that we desire, something that we intend to have, and the universe goes, okay, and literally manifests it. But it sits here because there's this other part of us that says, oh, you know what? I don't know if it's going to be cool to have that thing. If I have it, what if I have it? And someone, like all those negative thoughts. I don't know what that means. What about the present? Okay. So Samaya is saying, what about the present? When there is pain right now, I've been iced out of my son's dad's family very recently, and gaslighting has been very real and painful. I don't want to sabotage things, but I'm still processing it. So Samaya, you have to go in and you have to do the most intense forgiveness work. And listen, it goes deeper than that. You're going to have to go into your Akashic records. You're going to have to go into your past lives and find out when you did that to someone else, because everything in this universe is a mirrored reflection of some aspect of us. You're not victims of anything. Nothing has happened to us. Now, listen, I'm not saying that you weren't hurt, harmed, raped, murdered, that all those things didn't happen, but understand that you've done those things to other people. So the laws of manifestation also dictate that what you do will be done to you. So you have to go in and do the forgiveness work. You are allowing yourself to feel at the effect of it, and that's fine. But rather than staying stuck there, you have to find your causality in it. And I know that sounds like tough love, and it is. You should hear the conversations I have with Jesus. Good Lord. I don't get away with anything. So if you want to master space, declutter, and give up your attachment to everything, if you want to master time, go in there and do the forgiveness work. And another really, really important thing, one of the things that actually Shilamita was incredible at teaching me, is the power of gratitude. And our mentor Melanie says she has one foot in gratitude and one foot in desire. Gratitude and desire. So it's gratitude for everything that's given to you. Like for one moment, do not forget to be grateful. The universe wants to give you everything that you have. When we cross over, when I've talked to people and we go through the Akashic records and we do the in-between sessions where they're doing the review of the lifetime, one of the things that they always ask is, did you experience joy? And people are like, nope, my life was sacrificed, my life was this, my life was that. All we're meant to do when we come here is to experience joy. So find what makes you happy and do that thing. Put your own air mask on first. Let your life be about your happiness. Let your life be about taking care of yourself first, because it's only until your cup is full that you can really fill other people. Otherwise, you're walking around empty and depleted. All right, so let me see. Okay. Mary Magdalene was the wife of Yeshua. He says she went from being his greatest student to becoming his greatest teacher. And she was the greatest embodiment of what it is to be a Christed being. And what she has taught me is the power of love. And he has taught me the power of forgiveness, and she has taught me the power of love. And together, forgiveness and love are this formula for manifestation. And we are sitting in this gorgeous 6-month window with the power of the 888 for us this year. So after you've done your forgiveness work, after you've done your releasing and decluttering work, allow yourself to write a list of everything that you desire, everything that you intend, and you use your free will and you apply that to your life. And you know that you are free and you have faith in that. If you feel like you are trapped, if you feel that you do not have freedom, find the place inside of you where you have entrapped other people and forgive yourself for that. It's all there. It's all sitting in your Akashic records. And if you ever want to learn how to read the Akashic records, we have help with that as well. If you ever want to get an Akashic reading, we have help with that as well. We have tools to help you. So I'm going to lead us all through this meditation. Magdalene's here. She's going to guide us. So I'm going to be taking you to a realm where you are going to have an experience of all of your desires, everything that you have ever wanted to manifest. And then we're going to take a look at the structure that you have that's blocking you from releasing all of that. It's so funny. I'm getting all these little notifications coming through on my phone while we're doing this thing. So the stock market is in the midst of a huge crash right now, as they call it. I was a stockbroker. I worked in finance for 25 years. If you're feeling any kind of angst about what's happening, just let it go. Have faith that what goes up must come down, what comes down must go up. We live inside of this cycle, but the cycle continues to spin up. And if you, in your life, want to release yourself from that which has had a grip and a hold of you, be willing to face it, be willing to feel it. Okay. All right. So here we go. So I invite everybody, wherever you are, please don't do this if you're driving. It's okay if you're sitting in a car, like my dear friend Linda. But please, if you're driving, don't do this. There's one woman I know, she used to channel and drive. God, I love her, Anne Marie. She freaked me out because I sit in one spot on a sofa, on a chair, when I channel. I have never, because you go into an altered state, it's a whole other thing. Anyway, okay. So everybody go ahead and close your eyes. Just take a breath in and then a nice exhale out, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just allow yourself to become present to where you are in time and space, where it is that you're sitting. Notice the temperature, notice the noises, notice how your skin feels on your body. Notice where your body is touching a surface and where it's not. And take, with all of your intention, take a big, beautiful breath in through the nose, draw it into the body. And as you exhale and release it through the mouth, begin to let your consciousness drift down towards the heart. We're going to remove you from beta consciousness, which is the active left brain. We're going to shift you over to the right. Take another beautiful, deep, rich inhale in through the nose. Slow it down. And then exhale and release through the mouth, drifting even further down into the heart. Take a third, longer, slower, deeper inhale in through the nose. Take your time, let it fill you. And then exhale and release through the mouth, drifting further into the heart. Down, down, down. Next inhale, I want you to imagine that you're breathing in white light, prana, life force, ki, chi, pneuma. So many words for this animating force. Feel that light come into the body. It circulates. And then as you exhale through the mouth, you release any darkness and you just start to feel lighter. And your consciousness drifts even further into the heart. Take another beautiful inhale in of this white light, this pure essence, this animating force. Exhale and release and let go with it any fears, concerns, anxieties, worries, cares, anything. Just let it all go. Let all the darkness go. And allow yourself to begin to awaken to the spirit that you are inside of the physical body, drifting further into the heart. Take another full, beautiful breath of white light prana into the body. Breathe it in deeply. And as you exhale and release through the mouth, continue to sink down. Let it all go. Let all that darkness go. Feel yourself so much lighter. Next, I want you to imagine, and through the imagination, you're heading towards alpha and then theta frequency. Imagine breathing in golden light, God's golden light, the pure essence of spirit. And as you breathe this golden light in, it begins to activate the light body within the physical body. You may actually feel some tingling in the fingers and the toes. And then as you exhale that same golden light. Take another beautiful breath in of the golden light. Breathe it in. Feel it move through all of your body. And then exhale and release the same golden light. Feel the light body awakening and tingling within the physical body. One more gorgeous inhale of this golden light. And then as you exhale and release this golden light, you start to feel like you're floating. You're so deeply grounded. Understand that the theta realm is a realm of pure manifestation. It's also known as the quantum realm. As we were raised, we were told that our imagination wasn't real, but that is not the truth. It's actually the most real part of us. Now, I want you to imagine you in the space where you are. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, I want you to expand your consciousness to include whatever space you're in. So if you're in a room or if you're in a car, just allow your consciousness to expand to go to the edges of where you are. Notice how easy it is to expand and to make yourself bigger. We normally think we're this pea-sized consciousness between our eyes. We're so much vaster. Take another inhale in, and then allow yourself to expand out to the city that you're in. Just allow yourself. It's like expanding your capacity to experience beingness. So spread out to the city that you're in. Beautiful. Take another inhale in. This one's going to be bigger. And allow yourself to expand out to the state that you're in. The state or the county or even the country. Take another inhale in. Allow yourself to expand out to the country that you're in. Doesn't matter how big it is. Expand your consciousness to include this country that you live in. Take another inhale in. And now allow yourself to expand out to the continent that you live upon. Your consciousness is so much larger than you ever imagined. Next, take another inhale in and allow yourself to expand to the size of beloved Gaia herself. Allow your consciousness to expand out to the full capacity of Earth. Take another inhale in and allow yourself to expand out to be able to see the sun, to see Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, to see the stars in the skies, all of their planets and moons. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, allow yourself to expand out into the pure field of white consciousness that is the theta realm. And you are vast, you are endless. There is no limit to your consciousness. In this realm, this theta realm of consciousness, bring to yourself a desire that you have, something that you wish to manifest. And imagine, use your imagination, imagine that this situation, this person, this place, this thing, this circumstance is now manifest before you. And allow yourself to feel the joy. Allow yourself to feel the heart opening of what it is to have this experience. Maybe it's a version of you that has accomplished something. Maybe it's a place that you want to visit. Maybe it's something that you want to acquire. But imagine and use your free will to manifest that in front of you. And allow yourself to feel the joy and the absolute pleasure that you have created and manifested that through your use of free will. You have granted yourself permission. And allow yourself to experience it. Go to it, touch it, and feel it, and know that it is yours. Know that you have placed an order with the Father, Mother, God complex, and you have commanded this into your life through the God-given right that you have, through the utilization of free will to manifest anything that you desire. For first there is the desire, and then comes the intention to have it. And you are now at the step of allowing yourself to have this, for you are in the very presence of it. And know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have just manifested this into your life. And then the final step, with complete faith, is the acceptance that this is yours. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. And with deep gratitude and appreciation and thanks, allow yourself to receive this into your life. You have just made it manifest. It is yours. There is nothing in the universe that can keep this from coming to you. Congratulations. Take another inhale in and begin to let yourself start to move through the dimensions. Bring yourself back into seeing this universe, the Milky Way, the incredible expanse of all of the stars and the planets and all the beings. Bring yourself back, take another inhale in, allow yourself to see the sun and all of the planets. Take another inhale in. On your exhale, bring yourself back to beloved Gaia herself. Start to zero in on where it is that you currently allow your physical body to be occupied. Take another inhale in, move to your continent. With another inhale and exhale, start to move back to your country. Start bringing yourself back to the state or the county, the city that you live in. Start to bring yourself back to the space that you occupy, start to bring yourself back to your body. Your body is a communication vehicle, communication vessel. It's how you communicate. And with the proper use of mind in conjunction with heart, you can manifest and have anything. So you have begun the journey, the next 6 months, for this gorgeous manifestation portal. And for this, we say congratulations. So I invite you all to take one more breath. And on your exhale, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Is there anyone that would like to share what it is that they just manifested for themselves? Please raise your little Zoom hands. Zoom hands are raised by going to reaction. If anybody would like to share. Linda. Okay, Shell, I can't wait. All right. Can you unmute, my love? She's trying. She can't unmute. All right. You can type in the chat. All right, Terry, are you able to unmute?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Well, I was going after two things, but then the one just caught me and I went in that direction. So, I manifested an event that a big event that I'm trying to work at putting together in the next year or so. And it's going to be kind of on the grounds of a health fair, but I'm an end of life doula. So it's going to be an end of life
Mm,
fair with
mm,
funeral homes and elder law attorneys and things like that that
mm.
are rarely brought together. Like, how many times have you just walked in and talked to a funeral director? So that's my vision. And
Oh,
I saw,
I have goosebumps from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. Oh, I love that. Congratulations. You know what? That's really important. We keep trying to get my mom to buy her burial plot. She's 86. We're not trying to kill her off, like, for God's sake. But you know what? I want to be buried. I want to be buried as a tree. I want that thing where they put me in that little pod and then a tree grows up and out of me. That's how I want to be buried. Please find one of those. I'll come to your event.
okay, thank you.
Congratulations, my love. That sounds magical. Yay. And I'm so excited for our journey together over the next several months.
So
I'm thrilled,
my,
thrilled, thrilled, thrilled. Linda, you unmuted yourself. Tell us what
Hi,
you meant.
Priyanka helped me unmute.
Yay,
So
Priyanka.
thank you. I manifested all things Lynn. I want to go on all of your trips. I wanna do all of the different trainings. I wanna do all things Lynn.
Well, you should see the visions that they've been showing me about what you're going to be doing when we start to open these institutes around the world. You are precious. I love you, and I cannot wait to hug you. Linda's coming to my home at the end of August. There is there's an extraordinary being. His name is Melchizedek, and Melchizedek was one of Jesus's incarnations. And we offer Melchizedek ordinations in my home, and usually we have like 4 or 5 people that come. And right now we're at 19. So I'm like, is the room big enough? This thing has exploded, but Linda's coming in for that, and I can't wait to hug you. I'm going to hug you, and you're going to be like, I can't breathe, and I'm going to say, I don't care, but I cannot wait to see you. Cannot wait. And Carol, I just want to say, thank you for reminding me about Omega. I signed up for it. I've done the class. I'm going as a reviewer, and I was thrilled to see that you went and did the pranic training over the weekend. Isn't Dawn a delight? Isn't she just amazing? Oh, I love that. I love that you took the initiative and you went. And I'm doing the crystal training this weekend, so I'm very, very excited. Anybody else want to share? One sec. Okay. Samaya, please. Hi, love.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for your advice earlier.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm definitely manifesting on a personal level more space where the perspective is a lot more open for me for that healing. And I think I do it. And on the same time, I'm honoring the part that is grieving as well. And that feels
Yes.
important too.
And you have to. You have
Yeah,
to be able to allow
of
the
course. And I
human
think,
has to
yeah.
feel.
Yeah. And I
Mm,
think I've shared some very loving things with
gorgeous.
family that I feel like it left me in a good spot. But so I'm teaching Oracle skills to some incredible people, and I feel so blessed in my work. And I'm opening up the new round, and I've had some wonderful people coming through. And I guess I want to feel that what is going on in my personal life, I don't want it to sort of take over. And I want to keep having those beautiful people coming through, because I truly never felt more connected to my life's work and to people loving what they receive from it. So I really want to kind of keep on having the blessings coming through there, and maybe being aware a little bit that I get a bit comfortable at a ceiling, that I'm just ready to see that ceiling like going, you know?
Okay. So here's the message Jesus is bringing through. He's saying,
Yes, please.
pray. He's saying, oof, oof. He says, pray to allow a crack in the ceiling. He said, all it takes is a crack. And he
Yeah,
said,
I love that.
the rest will be open for you. He said, pray for the crack. Ask for the crack.
I'm asking for the crack. My son brought a prayer book and Mary Magdalene on a piece of paper and said, Mom, I think we need to pray together. And he put the rosary there just
Oh,
next to my son did
oh,
that.
oh,
And he said, Mom,
goosebumps.
let's pray together. And honestly, you have no idea. That's the thing I'm surrounded with. So thank you. I love that, because the crack feels a lot more kind of accessible than the
Yes.
ceiling kind of, you
Yes.
know what I
Then
mean?
he said, start with the crack, and
Yeah.
it's the seed that he needs to be able to come
Oh.
in and open you open that wide. He
Oh,
promised.
yes, I love that. Thank
Oh,
you.
goosebumps,
Thank you.
total
Thank
goosebumps.
you.
You're welcome, my love. It's good to see you again. Thank you for coming back. So she mentioned Mary Magdalene, and I'm sorry, this is just pure solicitation. But I wrote a book with Mary Magdalene. And we just had the Feast of Mary Magdalene Day. She is one of the most precious beings of my soul. I remember being one of Jesus's younger sisters, and she was my sister-in-law. And whew, I knew that I used to babysit their children. And the very first time she came through for me to channel her, she said to me, thank you for taking care of the children. And I just knew it was her. And then Jesus and Magdalene came to me and they said, will you please take a journey of spending a year of channeling Magdalene every single day, of going through the 365 lessons of the Course of Miracles, but allowing her to bring forth her divine feminine wisdom. And that's what this book is. And then Mother Maya, who's a being that I've just started channeling, came through and said, Magdalene would like the two of you to go on a journey. So we started the Magdalene membership. It's adorable. It's $26. We meet every week. I read the lesson of the day for whatever, like yesterday was day 220. So we read 220, and next Wednesday will be day 227, and we'll read day 227. And then I channel her, and she gives us some of her wisdom, and then she answers questions for people. And it's just gorgeous what comes out of her. And then she leads us through a guided meditation. So if that's anything you would like to do, and the book is on sale on Amazon right now, we changed the price. And I think I'm actually just going to leave it there, because I'm just, I don't know, feels really good. It's $16.88, because 8 and 8 is 16, and 8 and 8, and 8's her number, and 8's my number. So it's part of the Lionsgate portal thing. Anyway, anybody else want to share? Oh, Joyce, it's so good to see you. Hi, baby. Yes, please.
Good morning. Sorry,
You're beautiful.
I started to go for something like a chore I have to do that I'm
Yeah.
anxious about. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden it's like whatever you said about cracking the ceiling open, it's like my head cracked open and it whooshed. And then it said Christ consciousness Mahatma.
Oh,
And I
oh,
envisioned that, and then I felt like, oh, it's too much, too much, too far, too much. I can't do that. And then
Mm.
I heard or felt something that it's not that everything's going to be perfect in your life.
Yeah.
It's just that what you were saying, like we're moving, so I'm getting rid of stuff, like all the things that you said in the beginning. It's like what I'm doing,
Love that.
and it's how I approach all that.
I love that.
And then my judgment came in and said, well, you don't do that way all the time. And,
Yeah.
started to criticize. And then it just said, but you can, and you will, and you
Yep.
are. And then it
Exactly.
just worked.
I love that, baby.
So I feel my head feels lighter, but in a good way, not a dizzy way.
Listen, all they
thank you.
need is they talk about a mustard seed. Do you guys know how tiny a mustard seed is? Like that littlest bit of faith, it's the crack. And as soon as there's a crack, watch out because the flood is coming. Hi, Holly. Good to see you, my darling. Oh, it's so
And
good to
then
have you all here. Laura Lee. Hi, baby.
And I asked Jesus for faith to help me with the faith when I don't think I can do that. Because
Yep. Yep.
thank you.
And you're welcome. He's 100% there, and he's your son, so he's like, sure, mom, whatever you want. Joyce had a previous incarnation as Mother Mary. She's an aspect of that whole beautiful dynamic. So she's one of my dear friends, and I love doing this journey of life with her. I love you, baby. Anybody else like to share what it is that they manifested? Laura Lee, are you about to unmute? You are about to unmute, aren't you?
You heard me.
I did. I was like, you're on the screen next to Joyce, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, she's about to unmute. Hi, baby.
Hello. Mine is at the beginning, I was going in like with just this faith of not knowing what was going on because I did not have a previous idea of
Mhm.
what I wanted,
I love that.
where I wanted this meditation to go. I just let it flow through.
I love that.
And last weekend I was my grandparents have this piece of land that's near a lake, and I was on my paddleboard and I was exploring the area. And so those grandparents are my mother's parents. And I got further and I saw this piece of land it's very close to theirs, but it belongs to my father.
Mm,
So he's not their son. Like he was their son-in-law in a point,
yeah.
and so he bought this little piece.
Yeah.
And I heard you're gonna build a cabin there.
Oh, wow.
I was there paddle boarding near the shore of that piece, and it's really like on a point. So I had the lake on both sides and in the front. And I saw that and I heard at that moment on my paddleboard, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna build a cabin there. And it's gonna be powered with like solar energy and like all this eco-friendly crap that I'm way into that And I was seeing
I
all of that. Bye, Shamita. I heard it like so it was so great. And so I was like, okay, so this belongs to my father. I'm his only child. He's not married. And I was like, okay, so in a way, sometime down the road, that's gonna be mine, because
yeah.
someday he's gonna go. And then during the meditation, I could see that I had like this cabin. It was built and I had like this deck and everything. But my grandparents, my mother's parents, were still alive. And right now they are 86 and 89. So I'm like, okay, that's gonna be sooner than I thought. And I could just hear this voice ask him, he's gonna give it to you
Mm,
while he's still alive.
Wow.
Ask him for it, and he's just gonna gift it to you while he's still alive.
Wow.
So yeah,
These are the kind
that's
of messages that come through when we're in the theta realm. Laura Lee, congratulations, baby. I love that. Ugh. Wouldn't it be amazing if we built the retreat center up there? One of them. So,
that might be hard. It's really small.
okay, we'll see. There's something that's happening up there. You and Linda are up there in that, I call it the North Pole. It's not, it's like North Canada, like way up there. It's pretty much the North Pole, at least for me on Long Island, pretty much the North Pole. So when we allow ourselves to go into these realms, understand that part of the agenda. So there's God, and God goes, I want to experience myself. Samael, and he calls upon Samael, also known as Lucifer Morningstar. You're my most beautiful angel. You're my most trusted angel. You love me than all the others. And Samael's like, yes, God, I do. He goes, okay, I'm going to try this grand experiment. We're going to call them humans. And he goes, okay, what are the parameters? And he said, well, I need you to go to Earth and I need you to represent the darkness. He goes, okay. He goes, I'll take 50% and you take 50% of every atom. And he goes, what's an atom? And he goes, it's what we're going to create all this with. And he goes, okay. And he said, but your job is to like just be the worst fiend that you can possibly be. And we'll have this big fight and it'll look like I kicked you out of heaven and you'll take a bunch of beings with you and they're quote unquote fallen angels, but we know who they really are, but they're going to look like demons. They're going to do your dirty work. And Samael's like, I'm your guy. Let's go. So big war, big fight. Samael gets kicked out of heaven. All the demons come with him, fallen angels. And here we are on Earth. Now, if you think about the yin yang symbol, oh, look, Raymond happens to have, no, it's not exactly yin yang symbol, but when you think about the yin yang symbol, there is a dollop of light in the darkness and there's a dollop of darkness in the light. And they just co-join each other. Now, Lucifer says, look, I've killed this game. I've got control of 98% of humanity. And we asked him, how did you do that? And there's a brilliant interview that he had with Napoleon Hill, and it's in this book called Outwitting the Devil. And in it, he says, there's a law called the law of hypnotic rhythm. And in the law of hypnotic rhythm, it's kind of like how people can allow themselves to be hypnotized. What I've done is I've made fear really seductive. So raise your hand if you've ever been seduced by fear. I'm going to raise both, and I'm raising my feet because I have let myself get seduced by fear. Exactly. Now, what fear is, what evil is you've allowed yourself to stop breathing. Excitement and fear have all of the same emotional components, except one difference. With fear, you've stopped breathing. The opposite of live is evil, L-I-V-E-E-V-I-L. So when you stop living and the evil starts to show up and the darkness starts to show up, you've stopped breathing. And what you've stopped breathing is God's breath, because we are a living embodiment of breathing God's breath. So if you find yourself scared, all you have to do is breathe. Breathe into the fear and walk through it. And yes, you're going to have all the emotions that Samaya was talking about, because for God's sake, we're human. Like we were like, God's like, who wants to go down to earth and experience being raped and molested? And like we raise our hand and we're like, me, pick me. Who wants to go to earth and end up in a concentration camp and die? And we're like, pick me, pick me. You know, who wants to go to earth and be a billionaire? Pick me, pick me. We volunteered for all of this. There are no victims. We have manifested everything in our lives. So allow yourself to remember that you are the captain of your ship. You are the one that guides all of this. If there's something that you want, get the fuck out of your head. Go to the theta realm. Listen to this meditation. It's going to be posted on YouTube. You can come back and listen to it anytime. Get out of your heads, get into your hearts, and then allow yourself to ascend up to the theta realm and order up what you want. I'll take one from column A, one from column B, and 19 from column C. God goes, great, writes it down on the list of things you promised to do in a lifetime. At the end of your life, he goes, how'd you do? You're like, well, I definitely kicked ass on A, forgot about B, and I did about 4 of the 19 things. And he goes, okay, go to the end of the line and we'll do it next lifetime. And this is how we're caught in these cycles of reincarnation. So a couple things. There are ways out of this. You just got to remember who you are. You got to wake the fuck up. Like, that's it. That's it. Look, I have a podcast that I do with my dear friend Rob Scarpa. It's called Jesus Christ, Not Another Fucking Podcast. We do it on Wednesdays. I manifest like crazy. I love Jesus and I curse a little. Maybe I curse a lot, whatever. I don't care. It's a full expression. Gary Vaynerchuk. Someone's like, don't you think it's bad that you curse? And he's like, obviously fucking not, you know? So I just want to let you guys know that in honor of today, in honor of the 888 portal, Priyanka and I work with a lovely woman named Kat, and Kat has come up with this list. And every time Kat comes up with the list, I just say yes. Like everything's on sale today. The house is on fire. So Priyanka, if you would just be kind enough to drop the link in there. For those of you that are on the email list, it's in the email that was sent out today. I'll post it on my Facebook page. We'll drop it. It's on TikTok. It's on Instagram. It's on YouTube. If you can't find me, you're not looking hard enough. I got about 20,000 followers. That's a lot of people. But you guys are magical. That's the most important thing for you to remember. You are magical beings. You are creator beings. We were made in the likeness and image of God. We were given free will, not free want. I want this, I want that. No, will it into creation, okay? Use your God-given ability to manifest anything you want. It is yours. By divine birthright, it is yours. Clean up the past, let go of the clutter, get yourself present. Remember that you are a magical being. And may the next 6 months be the most exciting 6 months that you've ever experienced. If you want to talk to me, please reach out. Priyanka's always there and available to help as well. I have this incredible team that I work with. I love you all madly. And I know that Linda's not here, but boy, am I excited that she's with me for this journey, because she is just an absolute delight. I send you all my love. I send you my blessings. I wish you the most magical day. If I can be of assistance to you, please reach out. Like, Jesus he's really good. Jesus will talk to you. Mary Magdalene will talk to you. Lucifer will talk to you. Mother Maya will talk to you. Any of the beings that I've channeled, I'm coming up on 30 now. Any of them, reach out to us. We'll help you guys. And what guidance says all the time is speak to them out loud. Don't put in a, and God, please help me, to forgive, in with the thoughts of, oh my God, I got to do the laundry and I can't believe my brother did that. And what's wrong with my mother? And oh my God, my husband's a jerk. Like, they can't hear in that freeway of nonsense that you call your minds. If you have a prayer for them, if you have a request of them, speak it out loud. Jesus, can I get your attention? Hello, God, can I get your attention? Please heal my mind. Please heal my body. Please heal my heart. Please pray for my family. Please take care of this. Please take care of that. Speak out loud, okay? Even if it's a whisper, the angels are listening. There's 144,000 unnamed angels that are there to assist us. It's crazy. All right, that's enough. I'm done. I love you. I thank you. I send you all so much love, and I'll see you again. Bye. Oh, and we're doing this again at 8 o'clock tonight. If you want to come back or you want to send somebody else, it'll be the same but different. I promise. Bye, everybody.
Thank
Love
you
you.
so much. Bye.
so-
Love you.
You're so welcome. I love you too, baby. I'll talk to you really soon. Mwah.